Ok. Top 20 Greatest MMORPGs ever made, bro. Eu vou levar trigger com este vídeo de certeza absoluta.
5 years have come and gone.
Já começa
The
bem.
light of life still shines upon Eorzea.
Já começa bem com o Final
Welcome
Fantasy
to
XIV.
Watch.Mojo, and today we are
RuneScape.
finding who dominates the genre. When it comes to role-playing games whose multiplayer elements could be described as massive, these are the 20 best in that field. Hotkey go to shift 1 because it's time to get started. That's such a lame intro. Ultima Online.
Ok. Ultima
If
Online
you haven't thought about this game in
dos
20
originais.
years, many fond memories may be flooding your mind right now. Released in 1997, Ultima Online was one of the first and most popular MMORPGs.
Yep.
It was a fascinating time in video game history where anything was possible and developers were truly enjoying their creative freedom.
Yep.
The game is set in the Ultima universe, a cherished series of open-world fantasy
Estou a fazer,
RPGs
Miguel.
that started in 1981. Ultima Online had a long lifespan, receiving 8 expansions and numerous free updates. One interesting aspect of the game is that the developers prioritized player freedom, which included the option to be evil.
Ok. Isto era mesmo os primórdios dos MMOs, mal.
Tera. This South Korean
Ai, o
MMO
Tera,
has been
bro.
thriving for over a decade and shows
Bem,
no
o Tera foi um fenómeno em Portugal absurdo. Havia muita gente a jogar isto. Este MMO era bom.
signs of slowing down. Tera is a fantasy MMO that emphasizes immersive combat mechanics,
Era bom este
setting it
MMO,
apart
pá.
from far more mainstream
Foi
titles
uma
like
boa.
World of
Eles
Warcraft.
fecharam o server.
With over
entretanto,
28
mas-
million players, the game is well
Mas foi
loved for
daquela
its
nova
extensive
fornada de
character
MMOs.
creation options, accessible gameplay style, and a wide variety of stylish armor and weapons to collect.
Foi daquela
Warhammer
fornada. Warhammer Online. Este nem conheço este MMO, bro.
Warhammer Online is an MMORPG that had a dedicated fan base even before its release, much like Elder Scrolls or Warcraft.
que era Warhammer.
The Warhammer
Meu
tabletop
lógico.
game originated in the 80s, gaining popularity as fans engaged with various video game adaptations, including the Total War Warhammer series, which brought us its universe to real-time strategy gaming. Released in 2008, Warhammer Online features a vibrant, high-magic fantasy world
Parece WoW,
similar
bro,
to World of
isto.
Warcraft. However, like many MMORPGs, it experienced a decline in subscribers just months after its launch.
Porra, até a UI
Despite
é
receiving
igual.
positive reviews, the game ultimately shut down in 2013. Either way, it still has a dedicated fan base that continues to live on player-run private servers,
Por acaso é bem
which
parecido
remain
com
very
WoW.
active.
Yeah, este é aquele típico MMO de 2000 e pouco.
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter também era rijo. Era e ainda há muita gente a jogar isto. O Neverwinter é no desculpem. É no universo de Dungeons and Dragons. Saiu um ano depois do Guild Wars 2.
Neverwinter is a free-to-play action MMORPG inspired by the renowned Dungeons and Dragons fantasy role-playing game.
Yeah.
Epic narratives, dynamic combat, and classic role-playing elements await those brave enough to venture into the enchanting world of Neverwinter. Explore and
Neverwinter é
defend
bom
one of the
também.
most cherished cities from the Dungeons and Dragons Forgotten Realms campaign as it emerges from the ruins of destruction. This immersive MMORPG will take you from the besieged city walls to subterranean tunnels, where you'll uncover forgotten secrets and seek out lost treasures. Phantasy Star Online.
Meu Deus. Phantasy Star Online, bro.
If this list was on the top 20 most underrated MMORPGs of all time, there's a real chance that Phantasy Star Online would take the #1 spot.
Yeah.
Player reviews include, I play this for 4 straight months this year and I think I found my all-time favorite game. And I experienced this game for the first time in 2023 and
Este
quickly
jogo é pouco
became one of my
popular.
favorites ever. It's
Pelo menos
incredibly
cá na
rare for a
Europa.
game this good to go relatively forgotten, but alas, Phantasy Star Online is unknown by many.
É dos primeiros MMOs que saiu. É de 2000,
Lord of the
bro.
Rings
Isto.
Online.
Lord of the Rings.
What's up?
Olha, este jogo aqui, meu Deus, meus amigos, cuidado com isto. Isto aqui foi eu não sei se foi bem um flop na altura, houve bué da gente a jogar, mas este jogo, pá, este jogo tinha tanto potencial e morreu bué, mano, eu não percebo porquê.
Business on the road.
After transitioning to a free-to-play model, Lord of the Rings Online experienced a significant boost in popularity.
Pois, claro.
Set in J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth, it delivers exactly what you'd
Não
expect,
faço ideia,
a
bro.
traditional
Nem tenho medo, não me
MMORPG
digam.
with a Lord of the Rings theme. The game promotes exploration with its discovery-friendly map, Much of Lord of the Rings Online makes references to the movies and books, which is a major attraction for fans of the series.
Este jogo
A
devia,
good
este jogo devia
selection
ser
of races
refeito.
and classes makes this universe feel as full and intricate as the Lord of the Rings MMORPG should feel. Black Desert Online.
BDO. Bem, isto tem que ter o Guild Wars 1.
Standout Korean MMO, Black Desert Online, burst onto the scene
BDO também
and
foi uma
disrupted its
febre.
competitors with a unique combat system, stunning graphics, and a captivating storyline. It was a hit, and even to this
Epá,
day,
eu joguei BDO
it's still a
bastante, mas tipo...
it features one of the most diverse character creation systems found in any MMO,
tipo de
making
grind
it a major
coreano
draw
que eu
for
não
players
adoro.
who want their characters to stand out. There's also plenty of guides online to make your characters look like particular people or things.
Este MMO tem um combate
Star
excelente.
Trek Online.
Ok, Star Trek Online também. Este jogo deu-me a impressão que este jogo era um flopzão.
I tell you what, if you ever want to make dumb money, take an IP that people love and make a high quality game on that IP. Trekkers were undoubtedly thrilled at the chance to immerse themselves in the Star Trek universe and fulfill their dreams of becoming a Starfleet officer, which contributed to the enduring popularity of Star Trek Online. While critical reviews were mixed, the game has persisted with numerous expansion packs and updates to keep the experience fresh. It may not be perfect, but that's kind of the point. If it's a popular universe, people are probably going to open up their wallets anyways.
You have taken the refugees. We can't offer much.
Isto ainda estava naquela fase. Sabem que esta fase de 2008 a 2010 foi uma fase interessante de transição, porque grande parte dos MMOs que saiu, foda-se, grande parte dos MMOs que saiu nesta altura eram MMOs que estavam ainda no modelo de 2004 a transitar para o modelo de 2012 para cima, sabem? Porque depois os MMOs começaram a ser action em vez de serem tab targeting. EVE Online, isto é dos mais antigos de sempre. Este jogo é bom. Por exemplo, o Final Fantasy XIV ainda saiu com o modelo de 2010. Ei, este jogo era tão antigo, bro.
One of the best aspects of playing EVE Online today is that the game has undergone numerous updates since its launch. These changes have led many players and critics to reassess the title positively.
Yeah.
While several developers have tried to create enjoyable outer space themed MMORPGs, EVE Online stands out where many others have struggled. If you played this back in 2003 and felt a little disappointed, I urge you to give it another crack, because the wrinkles that bothered you initially have most likely been ironed out.
Certo.
New World.
Pronto, New World. O New World agora com a nova cena está melhorzito.
MMORPGs often delve into the fantasy genre, and New World does it better than most. Set on the enchanting island of Etenham, you play as a 17th century explorer uncovering new resources, mystical powers, and encountering other players who you can befriend or battle. At launch, New World faced challenges due to an overwhelming number of players, causing its servers to struggle. However, the game has since recovered and gained popularity, and it was nominated for Best Multiplayer Game at the Game Awards. I stopped playing it in the early days and revisited after writing this list. And let me just say, you should all be playing this game. EverQuest. EverQuest is one of the earliest MMORPGs still enjoyed by a substantial player base. 25 years. Think about that for a second and tell me that ain't an achievement worth celebrating. The game transitioned to a free-to-play model in 2012, but players voiced concerns that this option restricted access to only a small portion of the game's content. As one of the most influential MMORPGs in history, EverQuest has significantly impacted the genre. Titles like World of Warcraft might have evolved differently without its influence, which is pretty cool. Trove.
This is
home. Trove, bro.
It's all that's left of the once glorious realms of
the sun gods. Meu Deus.
Before the land
era Minecraft MMO.
Trove is a sandbox MMORPG reminiscent of Minecraft that debuted in 2015. It was later ported to PlayStation and Xbox and Switch, making one of its strongest qualities its availability. And its game. Truly it's the game, I just wanted to emphasize the availability. Unlike many MMORPGs, Trove translates seamlessly to consoles, offering a straightforward yet surprisingly captivating experience. It's an excellent first MMO for younger players and has garnered strong support from its community. Good for kids, Good for adults. Rift. As you might expect, Rift is a classic MMORPG that shares similarities with World of Warcraft. Initially, like WoW, Rift operated on a subscription model before adding a free-to-play option with limited features. One might wonder why players would choose Rift over WoW. While Rift does not offer many distinguishing features from the genre giant, some players appreciate its intensity and the extensive range of skills that add more depth to the gameplay. It's entirely possible for gamers to enjoy both World of Warcraft and Rift, as both are outstanding games. Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Grande jogo. Grande jogo. Aqui estamos a entrar, é assim, top 7 já começa a entrar em jogos a sério, ok? Star Wars, SWTOR é um jogaço do caralho, é um MMO absurdo. Grande história que este jogo tem.
With the third highest budget of any video game ever produced, Star Wars: The Old Republic excels at delivering deep and enjoyable RPG elements on a grand scale. Players can choose to be a lightsaber-wielding Jedi or a commando, embarking on a unique journey tailored to each character's class. Like many of the games on this list, it continues to hold relevance in today's MMORPG landscape. Overall, Star Wars: The Old Republic is an outstanding MMORPG that effectively weaves an engaging Star Wars narrative.
Did you just call me Jedi?
Destiny 2.
You died on a battlefield long before my time.
Estou com medo deste top 5.
Something special brought us together.
I promise this is the only entry on our list that is debatable as an MMORPG, but unfortunately, there is debate to be made. Most debates end with Destiny 2 is either an MMO FPS or an FPS RPG.
Sim, isto é um MMO FPS, não é um MMORPG, mas tudo bem, ok.
But not an MMORPG, which...
mas Fred, isso aí, imagina, tipo, isso varia de pessoa para pessoa, mano, tipo, isso não há números certos para o que a malta da minha área ganha, mano, não há números certos, é tipo, depende das pessoas, bro.
As a line makes absolutely no sense. That's just an oxymoron. It's oxymoronic. Destiny 2 shines with its captivating blend of immersive storytelling, stunning visuals, and engaging gameplay. The game features dynamic, cooperative, and competitive multiplayer modes, alongside regular content updates and seasonal events. Its deep lore and expansive universe encourage exploration, making it a rewarding experience for both casual and dedicated players.
Do not look at me, creature.
RuneScape.
Destiny é fixe. Ok. Eu estou mesmo a ver como é que vai ser este top 5. RuneScape, certo? Pá, RuneScape é um jogaço do caralho também. É um dos MMOs mais...
Launched in 2001 as a free-to-play MMORPG, RuneScape has remarkably...
Pá, então ainda falta o WoW, falta o ESO, falta o GW, que nem sei se eles vão pôr, mano, que é absurdo se não puserem, mas ok, tudo bem. WoW, Final Fantasy, ESO...
maintained its popularity over the years. At any given time, the game boasts at least 50,000 active players.
Isto é os greatest MMOs ever made. O WoW vai provavelmente estar ao ponto.
Like fishing, mining, blacksmithing, and battling enemies. The PvP area in the wilderness.
Mas a mim já me irrita o Guild Wars 1 não estar cá.
While the graphics of old-school RuneScape may not be impressive, they're undeniably nostalgic and charming. This, combined with the enjoyable gameplay, is what makes it endure.
Mano, o Metin, imagina, o Metin não é um MMO espetacular, bro. É um nicho português.
Guild Wars 2.
Foda-se, em top 4, mano. O Guild Wars 2. Ixi. O que é que vem a seguir aí? Bem, tá bem. Isto é assim, isto é altamente subjetivo. É o que eu digo. Isto é altamente subjetivo. Eu acho sempre altamente subjetivo estas merdas, porque... E o Guild Wars 1 não estar cá, acima de metade destes MMOs, é um escândalo para mim. Mas tudo bem. A cena é, isto é altamente subjetivo, isto vai sempre depender das preferências das pessoas. Mas pronto. Para mim o Guild Wars 1 é top 1 claro, o Guild Wars 2 é top 1 claro, mas é pá, mas...
We love an MMORPG that takes things in a new direction, whilst also holding onto the elements that makes the genre fantastic.
Estes gajos foram buscar imagens de 2012.
Of MMORPGs, Guild Wars 2 features an event-based system that encourages players to collaborate with their guilds, parties, and other players. While the idea of guilds isn't exclusive to MMOs, Guild Wars 2 perfected the formula from the start.
Este gajo nunca jogou Guild Wars 2. E dá para ver.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Claramente, o que foi dito sobre o Guild Wars 2 o homem nunca jogou. Ok, certo. ESO, pronto, tudo bem. E esse dia deve ser Final Fantasy
Unlike the Elder
XIV e
Scrolls
depois WoW.
RPGs developed by Bethesda, Elder Scrolls Online was created by ZeniMax Online Studios. Although ZeniMax isn't known for developing Elder Scrolls titles, they successfully crafted one of the best MMORPGs
é muito bom.
of all time.
Estes são os top
Remarkably,
MMOs que
they
existem.
stayed true to the Elder Scrolls series while avoiding the pitfalls
vídeo
of a
tá com
standard
imagens
MMORPG. While the game is best
Pá, é
experienced
assim, isto é debatível. Eu aqui não me chatei que ponham o ESO acima do GW porque isto é debatível. Este top 4 é debatível.
on PC, the console version is also really impressive. If you played this upon release and felt underwhelmed, we encourage you to try again because the updates have been outstanding. Final Fantasy XIV.
Fecha. E é o WoW, o primeiro.
5 years have come and gone.
É
The
isso.
light of life still shines
tá bem, man, é
upon
subjetivo.
Eorzea.
Although Final Fantasy XI also deserves some praise as one of the best MMORPGs of all time, we're looking at the much newer Final Fantasy XIV.
Não,
Final
aquilo
Fantasy
era
XIV has come a long way.
Mano, todas estas posições são debatíveis. Porque imaginem, em termos de qualidade, eu não acho que o WoW seja melhor que o GW2. Epá, esse é o meu top 2, sinceramente. Mas não é melhor, na minha opinião. Tipo, em vários fatores. Mas epá, eu já me cansei de explicar isso. A cena é em nível de popularidade. Aí pronto, aí sim. Aí, sem
Since its
dúvida.
launch. With better graphics than World of Warcraft,
Só que isto é top
a playable
20
console
greatest.
version,
Epá,
and a steady stream
sim,
of
isso é,
quality
é
content,
difícil
it's
quantificar.
quickly becoming one of the best MMORPGs available. The ability to play on the latest consoles truly sets Final Fantasy XIV apart. With enhanced visuals, a unique PvP mode, and ongoing community support,
Eu acho o Final
it's
Fantasy
clear why it's
XIV
becoming the
feíssimo
new champion
a
of
comparar com o
MMOs.
GW, mas também lá está, a meter estas imagens e depois no GW meter estas de 2012, é normal que estas imagens do Final Fantasy pareçam melhores.
Mode and ongoing community
Não, João,
support,
é um adventure
it's
game.
clear why it's becoming the new champion of MMOs. Jump on it now because it's not just for Final Fantasy fans.
Com sorte, ainda bem que eles não puseram um sistema de combate do Final Fantasy. Que é
Before we
preciso.
continue, be sure to subscribe
preciso
to our
chorar.
channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Pronto, o
You have
último é
the
o WoW,
option to be
malta.
notified.
Claro que é o WoW, malta. Claro que é o WoW. Epá, e o WoW, imaginem, o WoW é o WoW. O WoW é bom, é um bom MMO. Não haja
Who
dúvida
the
que é
hell didn't
mesmo.
see this one coming? World of Warcraft has long been the reigning king of MMORPGs. When it launched in 2004, it shook the video game industry to its core, reaching a peak of 12 million players in 2010. Its vast content and diverse player base solidify its status as one of the top MMORPGs and one of the greatest games of all time. With the release of its classic versions, the game has had a serious resurgence of love, especially from people who haven't touched the game in years.
E são
Did you enjoy this
RPGs.
video? Check out these other clips from Watch.Mojo and be
São
sure to
MMOs,
subscribe
estamos a falar de
and ring the
MMOs.
bell to get notified of our latest videos.
Tá bem, pronto. Isto, pronto, enfim. É debatível. Mas pronto. O Guild Wars 1 também devia estar nesta lista e não está. Mas é estranho não estar até, mas tudo bem. Mas pronto, ok. Mas é isso, pá. Está uma lista ok. Está uma lista decente.